How's it going, team? This is the Brown Man. I'm actually going to be, oh my god.
Ooh.
I'm actually going to be checking out on the exploration mode. I'm going to be showing you guys one or two things about maps. Oh my god. So, this is actually going to be the Knowby cabin map or the Remington Rapids. So, there are some things to keep note of when it comes to this map. So let me actually, hang on, let me kill these guys real quick. Oh my god, they keep coming in. Wow, this is, they spawn oddly really fast all the goddamn time. Oh, on this move, what do we got? Oh, that's one way to do it. Hang on, let me boot up a more... Actually, fuck it. I'm good here, let me get this up real quick. So typically, on maps, you'll want to stay away from wide open areas. So if you spawn, for example, at Flight 666, it's a wide open area. You'll want to make your way down towards Misery Manor or Lucky Valley Lodge. Go around. If you spawn towards Terminal, you want to probably go around this way to all these houses at Fishing Village. If you spawn around here, you might want to go up through here. All depends, all up to you. Houses are generally safe areas where you can vault and whatnot. When it comes to the terminal stations, it's oftentimes decent loot. Decent loot here at Fishing Village. Decent loot here at Lucky Valley Lodge. This part of Lucky Valley Lodge and this part of Misery Manor, they have the banisters that demons cannot vault. So that is really dope. So these are generally the safest areas on this map is Misery Manor, because you have all these safe houses. So this house isn't as safe as this house. That house isn't as safe as that house, right? And then you have Lucky Valley Lodge. So we're going to drive up a little bit and see what we can do there. Okay, so here we are. So at Lucky Valley Lodge, right, so there is generally a house with some loot. A little banister in the front, not the safest of places. But it has a little banister for my names. And then we have this house. So you have this little spot here, pretty safe. But then you also have this house. So you have all these vaults. You have all these goddamn fucking vaults. And you have banisters. But you don't just have banisters in the front, right? So you have banisters in the front where you can vault over. Remember, demon units cannot vault these banisters. So you can vault this, immediately go inside, and actually vault the fuck out the back and have banisters in the back. So if you go out to the banister here, the demon has to come all the way around to get you, or go all the way out some other direction. So this is why this is one of the safest spots on this map. And generally speaking, one of the rules that I have as a survivor is that I assume the demon is always going to find some way to be on me, right? So sometimes in this game it's a little buggy and you won't actually hear the demon. So you won't hear the demon be on you. So you need to assume that the demon is actually going to be on you. You have to assume that because sometimes you can't hear them, right? So you have to constantly move and respect the demon. Hey, you know what? The demon might be on me. Let me not always move out in the middle of no fucking where and get beat. Let me move towards someplace. So I'm always moving towards a safe area. And one of the safe areas will be the spot where there's loot. Generally, there's loot, and it's super safe here. Oh, there's a blue lever. Let's get it. Blue lever action. So it's generally safe here. Of course, you want to be mindful, if it is the plague bringer, be mindful that they can put a pot and attempt to block you, keep you downstairs, and then drop a summon on you. So you want to be careful if the boss is that. And as I said, with any unit, sometimes you won't hear the demon. It's something that needs to be patched. So just be mindful of that. So let's say I spawn and I'm at Greenwich Village. Okay, I'm gonna go to Cell Tower. Work my way to Lucky Valley. Sometimes the piece will be around there, and even if not, it's pretty safe, man. Like, why not do it? Why not? Right? Why not? And we have here a purple crate, which I actually don't need to open right now. So I'm gonna go down this way. Do-do-do. This is Misery Manor, so we have demon spawning like assholes. And we have certain spots. So Misery Manor is generally one of the safer spots. So you have this.
Time for a dirt nap.
Time for a dirt nap, baby. So you have this spot, right? So this spot is not the safest spot to loop because the windows have huge drop-offs. So you drop off and you have to run all the way back up so you can't get caught on the way. Right? So that's why this is not the safest. But typically you'll use this first house to a vault and run your ass to the second house. That's pretty much how you would run Misery Manor.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna run this, bring your ass to the second house. And then the second house is a little bit more safer because you are allowed to have an immediate placement into the house or outside the house. Like that. You immediately go in, go out, there's no drop. So you can reuse the same vault to enter the house. So some of those vaults are one way, right? You drop outside the house and you have to take the ramp back in. Here you can go back in. There's actually so many here. You do want to make sure that if there's like an item here, oop, if there's an item there, that it's a little bit out the way because everything is one button. Sometimes in this game is broken, and if there's like if there's an item you can pick up right next to a vault, it won't let you vault. If there's an item you can pick up right next to a vault, because this game is, though I love this game, she's not the best. She's a little broken sometimes, you know? She's a little broken. And I'm not dealing with you, buddy. Actually, am I gonna deal with you? Fuck it. Come on, dude. Bye, dude. I'm gonna go. So normally we'll do that. We'll take that going into the third house. And there's normally a car in the back of that second house. It's going to be on the right side or the left side of the house. But normally there's a car at that second house. You can come here to the bottom of Misery Manor. And this is the safest of the houses. Because you have, of course, not only do you have the loots, you have the loot, you have the vaults. So you have the little windows, but look, they drop all the way off here. The demon has to come here. You can come up to some of these places. Just be mindful. Just be mindful that this bottom spot can be trapped up, so demons can place traps. If a demon sees that you're looping and they're not, it doesn't seem like they're on you, what they're going to do is actually put traps in the house to try to pinball you into their possessed unit while they trap you. So you're going to want to sometimes run through the house. Make sure it's kind of free of traps. That's what it is, right? And there's also that mandatory car there. So they might flip it, they might not flip it, but if they don't flip it, you can actually just jump off and go into the car. It's super free because remember, right? They cannot vault with you. They have to go all the way down and then come up to the car. So you have quite a ways to go. You should be pretty good. So here we are, Flight 666, there's nothing here. So, you want to be mindful not to get caught out here. Some units can harass you really, really well when there are no windows here. This house is pretty decent because there be banisters here, remember. But you can't really bolt.
Vitamins. It's time to dance.
You cannot bolt that side. So you're going to want to be a little mindful.
Let's boogie.
Okay, you're going to want to be a little bit mindful. Oop! You're going to be a little mindful here. Because... Oop. Oh, come on, Doug.
What did you eat my butt?
Yeah, because you can't vault this. You can vault going up, right? So you can't vault here, but you can go up and then vault. So just be a little mindful of how you run that. Because it could be a death cap. So you can vault that way, you can also vault back over. But this is a one-way ledge. So just be mindful, okay? So you're gonna go vault, and just be mindful that they can also meet you down here, so. But you do have the short hop here, or do you have the little bit of effort going up here in Greenwich Village. And of course, you have this other spot here. It's a little on the wonkier side, I will admit. It's a little on the wonkier side. You can vault over that if the game lets you sometimes fucking vault over this. The vault is sometimes broken here. But you do have this double vault. So there's 2 vaults right here. If you want to have some mind games, this is generally it. These are generally the safest spots on this map. So if you load into this map, the other places are generally unsafe, but there might be some loot. So if you go into some place, as I said, there's going to be loot around Fishing Village. There's going to be some loot around Fishing Village, Payne Manor, Terminal Station, like these big notable spots there will be loot. But they're not generally as safe. So I went through all the safe places. It's going to be Greenwich Village, Misery Manor, Lucky Valley Lodge. Especially where we are at Greenwich, this is generally the safer one. So it's going to be here and here for Greenwich. So it'll be if you hang left. So left side of Greenwich Village, that's going to have the top is going to have the ramp as I just showed you, and that bottom is going to have the double vault here, and that one vault over there. If you go upstairs, there's nothing. You cannot high vault. You can't vault from too high. But you do have to stay away back here. So if a unit is on you going upstairs, generally could allow you to get trapped, especially if they put a trap along the stairs. So you're going to generally want to stick a little bit down south. Cell tower is open. So I just showed you, as I said, the places that's really safe. Not so safe. Safer. Safest over here at Misery. Knowby Cabin is a straight hallway. And we can actually, yeah, it's a straight hallway. So there be nothing for you at Misery. at Knowby Cabin, unless you're going there for the Delta. The Delta always spawns at Knowby Cabin on this map. And she's a classic, so maybe you want the classic. Derelict Doll Factory is a whole lot of nothing, just big empty space. Same for Terminal Station, except there will be some loot, but it's generally open space, not a space to loop. Payne Manor has some stuff, so we're gonna check out Payne Manor last. We're gonna do it now. Alright, here we are at Payne Manor. So Payne Manor is generally a bigger spot. There's a little ramp here, and you can actually jump in there. So at Payne Manor, you have some of these entrances here. Not bad. So there's generally a little bit of loot here. So you can have some stuff on the bottom floor, some on the top floor. There are some windows that you can. This is a one-way window, no, a two-way window. Okay, that looked like a one-way. So they have a two-way window, but they also have a neat little thing upstairs. Let me show you real quick. They have a neat little thing upstairs. They closed off some of these windows, but you can come up here. So once again, you can't vault directly down on some places, but some places have a little ledge here, right? So you can't see here. See here, there's no ledge out there, so you cannot vault. But here, there's a little ledge out there, so you can vault, and then you can drop down. So if a unit is on you, you can just give them the dupes a little bit. Just dupe them up. Alright, so it's very interesting because sometimes what people will do is try to block you or try to, you know, block the entrance. You can just say fuck them and leave. So we have here, we have that spot there. Let's investigate real quick. And then you have this. Yep, you have this little platform, little scaffolding out here. So it is, what the fuck, whoa. Can you not vault back in? Okay, so you cannot vault back in unless the game is bugged. You cannot vault back in once you come out to that scaffolding. See, so these are all things to test. So let's go. Let's go. Just for perspective. I said this is weird, right? Because it's a pretty big space here. Get him, Pepe! It's a pretty big space. It's a pretty decent space. It's easy to get lost, too. There's so many rooms in here, right? Bye, dude. Fuck your family. Fuck your family. Alright, so you need to come up to these big stairs. Right? You're gonna come to the big stairs. Right? You're gonna take this to the left. Go into this room here. Not here. Right? So you go up big stairs. Left. And you have the little platform here. So if you want to dip out, you can dip out here. And actually, take a look at this. So you're going to want to try to see. There are no nearby windows. Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh, whoa! To loot. Bye, guy. There are no nearby windows to loot there, right? So we say, okay, so we did that. So let's say we hang right. Now we're going to hang right, and this is where it is. So you have a vault to the left. So you go up and go left, right? So we go straight in, right, and then we can vault here. But you cannot vault back. So these are the structures. But if you do that, if you go right, you can vault back in when you drop down. So just to show you guys real quickly again, I said that it can get really disorientating with all these fucking rooms, right? So right, straight to the back. You can drop off and then immediately go back in, right? So this is a good spot for looping as well, because you are allowed to do that. It's something you can do to dick around if you want to. Since they can try to go through there. Is the demon can't vault if you're hugging the vault, so you can try to dick around and try to block the vault if you want, and then you can back off and go. So this is very interesting. You can do that. You can drop down, wait for them to come to you, and then vault back in, and do the whole thing, and you can go right through here. So there are some mind games, and it's going to take some muscle memory and some work to get this going. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is just
Anybody
a
need a
short,
light?
simple breakdown of the
I got a
safer
million
places
of
to be on this map and how to maneuver, because it is very important to do so, especially at Payne Manor, because it is it is a bigger structure, so you could get a little bit lost on this map, and maybe you don't know where to vault. A lot of people don't know that you can vault on that second floor, but you can. You can vault on that second floor and be relatively safe. So I hope you guys stay safe, stay hydrated, and of course, have a good one. Follow me. Is you gonna follow me? How's it going, team? So this is going to be the shortcut to Frying Pan Tunnel. I totally forgot to do that. And I have Henrietta on me. Okay, so let's do this. So, you're actually going to leave us at the back of Misery Manor, or through the back of Knowby Cabin. And you actually see these little lines here. So there's a little bell-looking icon on the map. So what you can do is walk up to this bell icon, and here you go. That is one way to do it. There is another. There be another. The other way to do it is actually to walk up to the Resurrection Stone, right? So, let's say you're leaving the back of Knowby Cabin, which be that. You leave through the back of Knowby Cabin. We're not dead yet. There we go. We're not dead yet. Alright. And then you have the Resurrection Stone here. And then you go from the Resurrection Stone to the bell. And what you can actually do is drop in there. There you go. Bye, bitch. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So you go from to the Resurrection Stone, and then you go in here, and that is that. There's also a little drop off, if you can make it. There's a little drop off over here. See that little? If you don't want to find that little entrance there. It doesn't do too much damage, I guess, in exploration mode. But I guess there are some of these spawns, so I don't want to get into too much trouble with these spawns. So let me just take some of that. And let's see if we can find that drop off for you guys. Oh my god. Right, so we're gonna go up. And there it is. So there's the drop off. Okay, so it is the Knowby Cabin. So you see the fire in the back of Knowby Cabin? That's one fire, right? You're gonna want to go to the stone. See the little stone here? You want to go from the fire to the Resurrection Stone to the fire up here. There's gonna be another fire up here. When you hit this fire up here, you can actually just walk up and drop through.